Alright guys, welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV. And after the tedious international break, it's felt like absolutely forever. The Premier League is back and Arsenal are playing host to Norwich City at the Emirates Stadium. Now this will be an interesting one. Norwich for me are no pushovers. We saw last season we actually lost away from home, and we did manage to beat them 3-1 at the Emirates Stadium. However, that game was extremely tight, and that was the kind of game that really could have chosen whether we'd finish fourth or not. But fortunately we did beat them, scored 3 very late goals and ground out 3 points. I'm hoping it'll be a marginally easier victory this Saturday. Norwich aren't playing well at all this season. They've brought in some great players. I think Van Wolfswinkel is an excellent addition to their squad. They've also got quite a few youth players coming through, which is well, nothing but positive for them. However, they currently lie 3 places off bottom in the Premier League, in the relegation zone. So you've got to argue, come on, we're top of the Premier League, we're playing a team in the relegation zone, should be nothing but a win. But you could argue Norwich have got a lot of dangerous players. I know they will cause us problems. I mean, they played very well against Chelsea. It's just that they're having to concede some sloppy goals. Arguably, it's at home, so it should be a much easier game. Of course, the player that really does stand out for me as a danger man is Van Wolfswinkel. But unfortunately, I just can't really say he's an amazing player. When I saw him at his previous club, I thought he was a really good talent. He's come to Norwich and he really has underperformed for me. They've also got another great striker in Gary Hooper. And another player that also stands out for me is Redmond and Snodgrass. They've got lots of key danger men. It's just a case of why aren't they working together, why aren't they scoring goals? And their issues are definitely in the defence. That's where we've really got to exploit them. I mean, going forward, you look at us, and we've got Walcott back, we've got Cazorla back, Ozil's passed the fitness test, so those 3 in the squad is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Imagine those 3 going forward against that fragile Norwich defence. And I also think, despite this just being a game to get 3 points, I also think we could really rack up the old goal difference here. Norwich are going to be so beatable. I don't want to say that as any offence to Norwich, but this is an easy win for us. And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw like some rotation in the squad. If we saw Rosicky, Arteta, maybe Gnabry start, maybe even a different goalkeeper start. Maybe I wouldn't risk Szczesny. He has got that slight injury, but I'm pretty sure he's going to stay in goal because he had such a great performance for Poland the other night. But I could quite easily see us playing a rotated squad, as we have got Dortmund a couple of days later. However, I do want us to play a full strength team. I do want us to beat Norwich. But I really do want us to get the goal difference up, because at the moment I really do think that's something it could come down to. You look at us now, we're level on goal difference with Liverpool. We've got a 6 goal difference. I think if we've really got a big win over Norwich, that would really put us on some kind of form of emphasis and just push our title hopes that little bit more. I know it's still early, but it could come down to goal difference at the end of the day, and it would be a great chance to do it. So it's an absolute headache trying to pick the team for this one, because we've got so many good players back in the squad. But at the moment, I think I've stuck with Szczesny, Jenkinson of course filling in for the injured Bakary Sagna, and then a defensive partnership of Per Mertesacker and Laurent Koscielny, and then left back Kieran Gibbs, Flamini, Ramsey, and then I'll probably go with Walcott, Ozil, Cazorla and Olivier Giroud. Now you may notice I've left Jack Wilshere out of that team. I don't think that's going to be a massive problem, because I believe the 2 players that we really did miss at West Bromwich Albion away were Theo Walcott and Santi Cazorla, those 2 wide men who link up so well with, who will link up so well with Mesut Ozil. They haven't really had the full chance to play with him yet. We saw glimpses of Walcott and Ozil, and they did look deadly. I mean, Walcott's positioning is absolutely phenomenal, and Ozil's through balls to him are simply brilliant, and it's something that we can really exploit defensively. The balls of Ozil, and then of course the pace of Walcott is going to be absolutely deadly. And then of course Cazorla and Ozil was just something I absolutely relish to see. But like I said, Jack Wilshere not being in the team won't be a massive problem. I also want to see Jack play against Dortmund, which is another reason for me resting him for this game. However, I wouldn't have a problem with him starting. I wouldn't have a problem with any player starting really this one, because I do think this is a very winnable game. So I'm hoping for a win, and I'm going to go with 4-0 to Arsenal. I think that's more than doable. It could even be a bigger scoreline than that, given the way Norwich are playing. Leave your score predictions in the comments box below. They have been my thoughts on the Arsenal versus Norwich City match this Saturday. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be great if you could hit the like button. Subscribe for more Arsenal Fan TV videos. As always, thanks for watching guys.